Given us a little boost. Amazing, huh? Senator John McCain's observations on the release of a new al-Qaeda tape made in 2004, made while he was stumping for Congressman Chris Shays, in Connecticut. At least the third such documented evidence where he has said that terrorism could help the GOP, raising tonight still more questions about why, when his own chief strategist, Charlie Black, concluded a terrorist attack could increase McCain's chances of getting elected, Senator McCain reacted by saying, quote, "I cannot imagine why he would say it. It's not true." Our fourth story in the countdown, maybe that explains why Mr. Black still has a job and why Mr. Black and McCain are still maintaining silence on this admission. Senator Obama today calling Mr. Black's analysis inaccurate, saying he was looking forward to a debate with the authors of this disastrous policy in Iraq and calling the political playing of the terror card unacceptable.
Everybody, all of us, have an interest in preventing a terrorist attack on our homeland. I think that's true of John McCain. I think that's true of Democrats and Republicans. I think it's true of George Bush. And so my sense is that we should try to avoid trying to exploit the issue politically.
And while Senator Obama has himself stopped short of calling for Charlie Black to get off or be thrown off of the Straight Talk Express, saying he would leave that up to McCain to decide who he wants to run his campaign, MoveOn.org called for his ouster, asking supporters to phone the McCain campaign and ask for Black to be summarily dismissed. Pleasure to be joined now by Representative Robert Wexler of Florida, author of Fire-Breathing Liberal, How I Learned to Survive and Thrive in the Contact Sport of Congress. Thanks for your time tonight, Congressman.
No, thank you.
Senator Obama said that the American people aren't looking for the specter of a terrorist attack to be used as a political wrench, that the tactics of 2000 and 2004 won't work this time. Is he right about a shift in perspective by American voters, or does he have to go out and make that happen in the next few months?
I think he is both right about the shift because the Bush administration and John McCain have lost their credibility, but still Senator Obama has to go out and aggressively make the argument. And I think the best way to start is to point out that if this were just one comment by John McCain or one comment by his chief strategist, that might be forgivable or their apology might be credible. But this is now the second, possibly the third instance in which the mindset of John McCain is becoming quite evident. And that is, he appears to be calculating the value of a terrorist attack or an assassination to his campaign. And that's quite eerie. Back several months ago, when Ms. Bhutto was assassinated tragically in Pakistan, both Senator McCain and Charlie Black talked about how it would bolster up his security credentials. That's a frightening concept, particularly more frightening when we then start calculating, as Senator McCain and Mr. Black apparently have, what would be the value of a terrorist attack in America to the McCain campaign. I don't think we should just focus on Mr. Black. We ought to focus on Senator McCain himself, because this seems to be a joint effort.
Well, that raises the very obvious question, Congressman. Why is nobody calling McCain on any one of those remarks?
Well, I think the chorus of calling on Senator McCain will now become more aggressive. Because, again, when we thought it was only once, you could forgive it and just cast it aside as a misstatement. But now when I hear you talk about what is the third instance, that's a pattern of attempting to use fear. And we know, of course, that George Bush used it in 2000 and 2004. And what I would respectfully suggest is that Senator Obama needs to go out and say, you know what, these guys' credentials on security matters aren't any good anyway. Senator McCain and President Bush, they were wrong on the Iraq War. Senator McCain was wrong on Afghanistan in terms of taking our sights off of Osama bin Laden. And guess what? McCain was wrong in Pakistan, too, because they put all their eggs in Musharraf's basket. That turned out to be not correct. And McCain's wrong about handing off the negotiations with respect to the Iranian nuclear quest to the Europeans. We ought to be doing that directly ourselves to thwart the Iranian nuclear threat.
As you well know better than I do, Congressman, facts are facts and politics are politics, and they often don't overlap at all. Senator Obama told Rolling Stone, as we quoted earlier, that he doesn't do cowering. How can he best go after combating this terror card playing Republican attack machine while they are at the same time trying to paint him and Democrats, as usual, as soft and ineffective on terror?
I think two things need to happen. Senator Obama himself needs to go directly at the security issue. He's got a convincing argument to make that the McCain-Bush policies, in fact, have not made America safer. They've actually made us less safe. And then what needs to happen in the Congress is we need to hold the Bush-McCain positions accountable and engage, in my view, in inquiry of impeachment with respect to the lies that the Bush administration foisted upon the American people as they took us to war in Iraq. Scott McClellan came into the Judiciary Committee last Friday and essentially cast doubt on the veracity of this administration. We need to follow it up.
Good luck in doing that, sir. Democratic Representative Robert Wexler of Florida, our thanks for your time tonight.